in his shoes, like if complete darkness, not being able to see anything. Can you like turn all lights off and then or sit there and see like how it feels like it's so dark? So that was him, right? He was inside a whale, first of all, and then he's in the sea. So that time he's asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala this dua. So when he cried through the darkness, and Allah, he responded to his supplication. He answered his servant at a time of distress and difficulty. So anytime, guys, this is one of my really go-to dua. Whenever I think I'm having a hard time, or something is not coming through, or I'm something really distressed, La ilaha illa anta subhanaka inni kuntu minaz zalimin. It make me go through that, like, if you read it a few times and make dua, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala always listen to it. I always have a good with dua. This is my secret weapon, right? Whenever I'm like, okay, I need to make something I need, okay, I gotta make this dua, La ilaha illa anta subhanaka inni kuntu minaz zalimin, because I know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala listened to Prophet Yunus. Even he disobeyed Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and he was in the deep darkness, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala took him out of there. So when he made this dua, whale came all the way up, and he go on the beach, and then she spit him out, right? So it's a really beautiful story. And then so that's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This verse is going to state that he was in darkness, in the layers of darkness, the first being night, second being buried deep within the ocean water, and third darkness was suffocating inside the belly of whale. It is in the darkness he cried out to Allah, there is no deity except you, exalted you, or you indeed, I have been the wrongdoers, right? So, okay, next dua, guys. Rabbahu inni maghlubun fantasir. Anybody can guess?
No.
So somebody making dua when he's like over, he's really need this dua.
Muhammad, Musa. Prophet Muhammad.
Anybody else? That's it? No more guesses? All right, so let's see the right answer. This is Prophet Nuh alayhi salam.
Yes, I said it.
All right, mashallah, whoever said it, they get 2 points. Okay, Rabbahu inni maghlubun fantasir, oh Lord, indeed I'm overpowered, so help me, right? So what happened is this, guys, when Prophet Nuh alayhi salam was like trying to ask people to listen to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the message of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then only like in how many years? 950 years, like only 80 people listened to him, right? So he was like so rejected by people. There was like so many people and nobody listened to him. They always mock him. And we did the story of Prophet Nuh, like how difficult he was, his life went through, and he got so tired. That time he asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Ya Allah, indeed I'm overpowered, I'm helpless, right? Can you please help me? So that time Allah told him to start building this ship, making the ship. And then people mocked him and make fun of him, right? So this is his dua at that time when he felt like he is overwhelmed. He's like, he can't take it anymore, right? So he was making this dua when things got difficult for Nuh, and he made dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone. So we opened the gates of heavens with water pouring forth. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so the water coming from the bottom and the top, and only people survive who listen to him. Those who mocked him and make him overburden him, like give him hard time, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala took him away, right? So we remember this story. Allah, he saved him at a time. He punishes people, right? Okay, so next dua, guys. Rabbi inni lima anzalta ilayya min khairin fakir. This is also very like, that's it. Two people. What? Everybody else sleeping? All right, I see like
Musa.
Mashallah, whoever said Musa. You like searching for it? Okay, no searching, guys. No cheating. It's okay.
I didn't.
No, you guys are very, very talented people, quickly under the table. But inshallah, this is a learning time. It's okay. That's why it's a verbal test. So
25% chance I just guessed.
mashallah. Okay, so Rabbi Nilam alayya min khairin fakir. My Lord, indeed, I am for whatever good you would send down to me, right? So, guys, when Hazrat Musa alayhi Islam, right? He is. I mean, if you guys know a little bit of the story of Hazrat Musa alayhi Islam, he said, "Can you put the mute, please?" So he was living in Egypt, right? So there was when he was going through the market, and there was two people were fighting, and the one guy called Musa alayhi salam, please help me. He was like poor people, very skinny, and then he said the other guy, he was a worker of Pharaoh, and he was like beating the other person up. So he asked for help. So Musa alayhi salam went to help him, and he was like telling the other guy to let him go, and he started punching him. Hazrat Musa alayhi salam. So Hazrat Musa alayhi salam was little like a strong person. When he tried to like took him and tried to like get him away from the other person who was like getting tortured, and that Pharaoh person guy, he died. He was like so weak, I guess, and Hazrat Musa didn't know his strength or something. It wasn't on purpose, but he was just trying to get the other guy away from him. Some places it say he threw a rock at him, and some said that he was struggling, like struggling him, like wrestling him, right? Like let go of that person. Why are you hitting that person? He's weak, he's poor, and basically that guy was a bad guy, right? But he died because of Hazrat Musa alayhi salam's hand. So Hazrat Musa alayhi salam ran away from that place, and he went to some far away. He traveled, and he went to this place, and he was sitting under the tree, so hungry and so tired, and his clothes was like all becoming a rag because he was traveling for many days. He was trying to run away from that area because he knew that Pharaoh find out his guy is died because of Musa. He already against Musa alayhi salam anyway. But if he find out he killed somebody of his people, he's gonna have Musa alayhi salam in big trouble. So he ran away, right, from there. And now he traveled, and he's so tired. He's sitting under the tree, and he's watching from far away. There was a lot of people with it. There's only one well. So there are people coming, and they have a lot of sheep, and they have their camels. So they give water. So he saw there's two girls. They're standing in the back with a lot of animals. So they wanted to like get the water, but nobody letting them get the water. So they called Hazrat Musa alayhi salam for help. He said, can you help us? We need to get water for our animals. Can you help us? So Hazrat Musa alayhi salam went there because he was so tired. He was like barely could walk. He was like because of his hunger and all that. So he helped the girls, get the water and give to their animals. He make the people like give them to let them take the water, and he helped them out, right? So when he come back to sit back on his in the tree, he was so almost going to fall, and so he made that dua at that time. He said, "Rabbi liman zalta alayya min khairin faqir." Oh Allah, indeed I am whatever good you would send down to me I'm in need of it. Whatever is good you can give me right now. I'm so like right now I'm just like falling. I'm just gonna die. He feel like he's gonna, because he have no wife, no home, no place to go, no food, no job, nothing. He was like just under a tree, person whose clothes was like all in a rags. So that time Hazrat Musa alayhi salam make that dua, and you guys, what happened? Those girls they were Hazrat Shuaib alayhi salam daughters. So they went home, and they told them, this dad, there was one guy who was sitting under the tree, helpless man. He looks like so poor, and he looks so hungry. So because of this dua, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala listened to his dua, that those girls came back and took him and give him food, give him clothes. And then because the father wants to meet him, so they went, and later he married one of his daughter to Hazrat Musa alayhi salam. So that's how they see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala listen to duas. My main purpose is saying that this is a time like we can ask, we have so many things. We don't, a lot of time we are hidden situations going on. Maybe we're not getting enough at home, we're not getting enough food, we're not enough clothing, we want this, we want that. It could be so many things. My class, my teacher doesn't like me, or this and that, so many things. So you can turn to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He always listens. So Rabbi liman zalta alayya min khairin faqir. You guys can download these duas, write it down on your paper. And when you're praying salat or something, any dua, these are dua, like these prophets dua, those were so close to Allah's people, they making the dua. So why are we not making dua, right? So beautiful dua, guys, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala listen to Hazrat Musa alayhi salam dua and make him Then after that, he got married to the one of the girl from that time, and then he went to get a fire on the mountain when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talked to him. That's so beautiful story. I'm just like, every time I listen to that story, I just cry, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tell like Musa, come to me, and then when he went to the mountains to get a fire, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talked to him. So look at the rank of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bring Hazrat Musa alayhi salam, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala get to talk to Hazrat Musa alayhi salam, right? So all right, next dua. Rabbi ja'alni muqimas salati wa min zurriyati rabbana wa taqabbal dua. We make this dua every day in our salat, guys. My Lord, make us. Is everybody here or
Muhammad. Yeah.
Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Prophet Muhammad.
Our Lord, an establisher of prayer, and from my descendants, our Lord, and accept my supplication. All right, so let's see. The right answer is Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam. This dua is
Ibrahim.
MashaAllah. So Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam made this dua. You know, you guys know the story of Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam, right? He was like become old age and he had no children, right? So then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant him 2 sons. He was praying for kids. So then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him Ismail and Ishaq, right? So Hazrat Ismail alayhi salam, then he tested him so many times by Hazrat Hajra sending him to the desert and then finding the Zamzam water. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked him to sacrifice your son. And then, you know, those so many things going on. So then he was establishing the Kaabatullah. He's building a Kaabatullah. At that time, he made this dua. You know, he's a Rabbi Khfir. Oh, this is wrong. Supposed to be Rabbi Jalni. Okay. So Rabbi Jalni, so he made that dua, Ya Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you know, make me establish a prayer, because he's building a Kaabatullah and he made this dua. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala added that into our salat we make every day. But it's a beautiful dua that you make, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help me to make my salat, right? Establish my salat and so for my children or my, you know, people, Alad, actually, your descendants, and then yeah, let's accept my dua, right? So parents know, right? So this is a list. So before, like one of the before, let me see. This is 2 ayats before this ayat dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that he was grateful for his children, you know. So that then after 2 ayats that this dua, it comes in the Quran. So then he continued to make dua, and his children amongst those who never missed the opportunity to offer salah. He asked Allah hear and accept his dua, and then burden the scope of his prayer to ask for the forgiveness. So all right, guys. So I did that many duas. Inshallah, we'll add more, but in next time. But for now, this much is, yeah, because our time's up. Okay, Jazakallah khair. Any question, guys? So all these duas are in the Quran, actually. This is from Quran duas. This is too much light here. Oh, this is better. Any question, guys? No question? Is everybody here or sleeping?
I'm here.
Yeah.